Okay, this is all in disarray, but that was a good sleep. We're going to take the Thruway Bus from San Francisco to Emeryville, home of Pixar, and we're going to pick up the Coast Starlight Train 11 south to San Luis Obispo. Done. I've never used a rolling luggage suitcase in my life, and I'm 40 years old, and I don't think I ever will. Rolling out of our Mission District Hotel just past 5 a.m., we walked across the street to the 16th Avenue BART subway station. Food vendors were setting up to get breakfast into commuters, but we're reserving our appetites for the dining car aboard our southbound Amtrak train. The San Francisco BART stations were very well kept, even on this rainy morning. So BART's actually cheaper for a shorter ride just to downtown, so that's what we're doing.
Please help us keep BART clean and safe. BART passengers, please help us keep BART clean, safe, and avoid a $250 fine. Please do not eat, drink, smoke, or play loud music inside the seating areas of the system or on the train. Thank you.
Now moving at 16th Street, Mission. This is a Blue Line train to Dublin Pleasanton. The doors are closing. Please stand clear of the doors. Now boarding out Civic Center, UN Plaza. This is a Blue Line train to Dublin Pleasanton. The doors are closing. Please stand clear of the doors. Now moving out Powell Street. This is a Blue Line train to Dublin Pleasanton. The doors are closing. Please stand clear of the doors. Now moving out Montgomery Street. This is a Blue Line train to Dublin Pleasanton. The doors are
Tactile. Very few commuters were about the city core this early, and we were targeting the opening time of a downtown coffee shop for caffeination as we looked to decode where exactly the Amtrak Thruway Bus would pick us up amidst the streets of downtown San Francisco. That's what we need. And that's why we keep the lid on. Amtrak's Thruway Bus system is a national system of intercity coach buses that connects cities unserved by trains to stations on the limited network of Amtrak's long-distance trains. Here in California is the most robust network of bus routes, and from what I can tell, the most outwardly obvious branding of coach buses. It's in there. That's where it is. I think. It said 401, and that's the address, and it's Salesforce. So let's try.
Well, if nothing else, if we can go inside, it's a place to hang out for a little bit.
Yeah. Oh. There's that.
Gondolas.
Booking the route to or from San Francisco via an Amtrak train will automatically include the Thruway Bus as a leg of service, and you're given an address downtown at which the bus will pick up travelers. The stop was recently juxtaposed by about a block to the newly completed Salesforce Transit Center. This square sits below the now tallest building in San Francisco and is comprised of a multi-level commuter and inner-city bus station with what I'm told is an interesting urban greenway and park on the top level, though we've arrived before its opening on this rainy Monday. Alright, so this is actually confusing, but it's fun.
That's what it says.
Okay, I'm satisfied. We will be on a bus to Emeryville. Yeah, because why would there be a second bus? It says your train connection, but I don't trust that. My apologies for the shaky camera. Though the bus stop was labeled with some obscurity, my knowledge of this point as a stub end in Amtrak's system left me more confident about the stop for the Emeryville bus than I let on at the time. The route of the bus takes us over the bay via the bridge we cruised under on the ferry boat the afternoon before. Though there's little to see in the rainy dawn light, the bridge marks the beginning of Interstate 80's route across the continent to just before New York City, and as such is a fairly exciting event for the map nerd that I am to be undertaking. The bus itself is a basic coach bus, though with seats covered in faux leather that is comfortable enough for our 20-minute journey across the bay to Emeryville station. I might think on a 3-hour plus route that does happen across California, this might be somewhat less comfortable. There's little in the way of eastbound traffic for the coach to contend with. The massive highway has plenty of lanes for the flow of commuters at the start of the work week. I've utilized Amtrak Thruway connections within the Midwest, around St. Paul, Minnesota, and Chicago, Illinois, as well as in Virginia, from Richmond to Charlottesville to make a connection from the Northeast Corridor trains to the Cardinal in 2022. Here in California, the Thruway system allows for nearly round-the-clock routes between the major cities, in between times when trains run. San Francisco notably has retained Thruway service to points on the east side of the bay for the entirety of Amtrak's history. The historic inner-city train terminal in San Francisco was closed many years ago, but is slated to be redeveloped for California's network of high-speed rail over the next decade. It's not too long before we're within the sprawl and retail complexes of Emeryville, and the bus takes an off-ramp toward the few city streets that link us to the Amtrak station. All in all, it's a very concise connection that shouldn't worry train passengers that need to get to San Francisco from any of the regional or cross-country trains that serve Emeryville. There's plenty of room for luggage under the bus, and it's comfortable enough inside, and the atmosphere was pretty good. It's a good Amtrak service, if mostly due to its concise route and short time frame. So that's really easy. You just wait at Salesforce Center and then you get on the bus and then you come here. They didn't scan our tickets, so maybe we'll have to talk to guest relations. I don't know. We'll see. Thanks for watching. I hope this identifies the throughway stop for travelers on the route. Next week, we'll be headed to Pismo Beach in much better weather. See you then.